So I'm wearing clothes from my fashion brand that I started with one of my best friends from high school. So we have, it's called Feral Skateboarding. We have the jacket that we dyed red with the garment on the back. We have the sweatshirt that we made especially for Halloween. You can see like the scream face, pretty cool. And then we have the jeans these are one of the first jeans we made with the company. We tested out different printing techniques on it. And there's a little FSB in the back. It's kind of faded now, that's old, but that's the fit. I love it, very comfortable.
Okay, so today I'm wearing upcycled denim pants. These are kind of an offshoot of this project, which was a jacket that's entirely made out of waistbands. So then when you have 50 pants without waistbands, you have to do something with the rest of the denim. So I do a lot with recycled denim. Organic cotton shirt, and then this is a crocheted granny square cardigan.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Keeping Up with Kai. I'm your host, Micaiah Lawrence, and I am so excited to have you all join me for today's adventure through Meridian Township. I'm learning more every day and can't wait to share my discoveries with you. Today, we are at the Harris Nature Center. Located in Meridian Township, the center features rescued wildlife, numerous trails, and educational opportunities for the community. The center opened its doors to the public in 1997 and serves more than 20,000 visitors every year. We're here today to talk to one of the people that keep the wheels turning at the Harris Nature Center. I'm here with Katie Adams, the Park and Land Preservation Superintendent of Meridian Township. How are you doing today, Katie?
I'm fantastic, thank you.
You're welcome. So before we start, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your position in the township?
Sure. So I've been with Meridian Township for almost 20 years now. Started out as a park naturalist here at the Harris Nature Center, and now I am the Parks and Land Preservation Superintendent. So I oversee the maintenance in all the parks in the township, and I oversee the operations here at the center as well.
Awesome. So we know the center officially opened in 1997, but can you tell us a little bit more about how it came to be?
Yeah, so this was a home, which I think is a pretty interesting story for most people when you look at old pictures and stuff to see what each of the rooms were. And we acquired the property in 1996 with a grant through the Michigan DNR. And over the years, it just kept growing. In the beginning, when they first opened the doors, there was pretty minimal open hours. There wasn't a whole lot inside here. It was pretty empty. So most of what was considered the nature center was outside and on the trails. And so that's where you enjoyed nature. And then over time, we just started accumulating and acquiring a lot of these different educational pieces. And now it's a pretty popular destination and a gem, if you will, of the township.
Yeah, absolutely. So can you tell us about a few of like the animals here and how they ended up at the center?
Yeah, so most of the animals that we have currently have been here a really long time. So it's kind of fun that they've been here for as long as they have. Tycho, the eastern box turtle, is actually the first turtle you see when you walk in the building. He's been here since the very beginning. He was the first donated animal that we received and actually was purchased in a pet store way back in the day when that was legal. It's not a legal thing anymore, so he was not born in the wild. He was captive, though he is a wild Michigan native species. So, and Tycho is actually what the Nature Exploration Area climbable turtle is modeled after, and our logo as well. So he's pretty popular. But we have 4 other eastern box turtles. We have some amphibians like frogs, salamanders, lots of turtles. It's sort of our claim to fame. And we also have some birds as well.
On the topic of like visiting educational opportunities and everything, like you said, it's described as having educational opportunities. Can you talk about like how some of those may look?
Yeah, sure. So there's some options to just explore on your own, and all of our tanks inside, as well as some of the exhibits outside, have signs, interpretive signs, so people can kind of educate themselves. You can spend time in the woods just learning on your own. But then we also offer a lot of different programs. So we have public programs, from dog walks to campfire programs to wildflower walks in the spring, just a lot of different things. Summer camp, lots of school groups. We offer scout programs. So a lot of different ways that you can learn here. And then we also throw in some fun stuff like wine in the woods or kids' night out in nature, just kind of different things where we'll sneak in a little bit of education, but really we're just trying to get people out loving nature.
Yeah, that seems like a ton of fun for the kids and the community as a whole. What would you say is your favorite part of your job?
Oh, that's a really hard thing to answer. I love a lot of what I do, but I guess my favorite thing is that is just being a part of a team that's providing all of this, you know. So all the parks in Meridian Township. So it's nice to have a hand in making sure that the public is enjoying themselves in a safe way, an educational way, and just something that hopefully inspires their life.
Well, thank you so much for this. I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us
Thanks
today.
so much.
And I'm so excited to get to see all of the animals. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for keeping me company for this episode of Keeping Up with Kai. Make sure to check out the HOMTV and Harris Nature Center websites for more information and other updates. I can't wait to explore another hidden gem of Meridian Township. Until next time, I'm Micaiah Lawrence.
Seeing my dad as a police officer, as my, my role model, my inspiration, my hero, that really kind of drove me down the line of becoming a police officer. I'm Chief Rick Grillo, and I've been here for a little over 21 years.
My name's Ed Bessnan. I'm a sergeant with Meridian Township, and I've worked here for just under 18 years. Our mission statement, along with the 3 words in our patch, community service and excellence, really are kind of my guiding light for what I do on a daily basis. Making sure that the community is number one all the time, making sure that we have officers and employees here who are here to serve the public, and making sure that we're doing that in an excellent manner really is my vision. I like to teach, so I teach a lot of different things here at the department, but I also like to teach the officers. I don't like to just do things for them. One of the biggest things probably any of them could tell you that I ask is when they tell me they have a problem, I'll ask them, what do you want to do, right? So I want them to be able to think for themselves and come up with their own answers. So
I love to see when the officers do good. So I like to see, especially now that we've got some officers who've been here, 5 going on 10 years, when people that have worked for me for years are getting promotions, when they're getting special assignments, when their hard work and their good work is being recognized, when I feel like I've had some even very small part of that.
My first duty is to make sure that the needs of the township are being fulfilled when it comes to a public safety standpoint. I also have to balance that with the needs of my officers and my employees, which can be a challenge, making sure that, we've had to do more with less over the last few years.
My name is Bart Crane. I'm a captain with Meridian Township Police Department. I've been here since 1999, August 30th of 1999. The reason I got into law enforcement was because there's pictures over on the wall over there of myself and my grandfather. I grew up with him in law enforcement. He was a sheriff in a local county. I liked the interaction that he had with the community and the way that he helped people. I also didn't like the way that he treated some people, and I wanted to get into law enforcement and make sure everybody was treated the same.
It's a lot of, talking with kids and just building rapport and relationships as well. And allowing them, to know, hey, the police aren't somebody that we need to run from. They're somebody we can run to during an incident or during anything we need when we're in trouble. I'm Colby Cassidy. I currently am the school resource officer for Hazlet Public Schools. I've been with the department for going on 8 years now.
Here in Meridian Township, we're really focused on our community and service. A lot of the other agencies in mid-Michigan are as well, but we really do a lot to work with our community. If you look at our mission statement for our department, it's talking all about community and what we can do.
The community always is our focal point in doing what needs to be done to keep the community safe and to keep the community happy is pretty much my #1 goal.
When you can connect with those students that are struggling and see them, at the beginning of the year in a bad way, and then at the end of the year, graduation comes up and they come up to me and, Officer Cassidy, thanks for everything you did. I'm so thankful for you and everything you did for me, and thanks for not giving up on me. I mean, that is the reward of a lifetime. I mean, it'll never get better than that.
Hiring has been a big problem for law enforcement since the pandemic.
The biggest challenges are just getting people interested in law enforcement.
We've had to do more with less over the last few years.
So it's been a career that is not for everybody, so it's hard to get people to want to do it and to come here. But
the number of people who are going into law enforcement are dwindling compared to the past, and the population continues to grow and the needs of the public continue to grow.
Trying to get people to come into this career has been challenging, to say the least.
We're very fortunate that the township has really helped us turn around, so it's very soon going to be not a big problem for us.
But I guess I'm proud to say and happy to say that we're starting to kind of minimize that gap. We're getting our staffing up, and I think we're doing a much better job of meeting the needs of the community these days.
We've made some big strides in that, and so it's been great lately.
Happy to say right now, we're back up to our 42, or we will as soon as we have 3 people go through the academy here right now. They start later in August. So by December we should be fully staffed, but that is the biggest challenge by far that we face in the police department.
The fact that we have caught up the way that we have, credit goes to the township board for, I guess, giving us the resources that we needed to do that, and then credit goes to my recruiting team for helping us bring in top-notch talent.
There we go. Boom! So it's very obvious that there was no attempt to stop. So that is very unsafe. So I'm going to give him a ticket. But he was very respectful and apologized. But also, he said he didn't see the stop sign, which is not an excuse. And that's actually kind of scarier than of you not seeing a stop sign and blowing it than if you see it and just deciding to go right through it. Because what if there was a kid in front of him and he didn't see the kid? They tell us to hit the horn and change the tone of the sirens whenever you go into intersections, just so it kind of piques people's attention. Yeah, awarenesses.
Alright, I do back in here. Do you have any jewelry or anything on? Okay.
I literally just took my uniform when I heard you guys knock on the door. Good thing I didn't answer the door.
Alright, wallet's going in here. Car keys.
Yes, ma'am.
Sharpie and clip.
We're just here to take care of the community, and we're trying our best. Sometimes it doesn't always turn out the way that people want, but we really are trying to protect everybody's rights and provide the best community that we can for our citizens.